Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com.
This week on Duel Review, Infinity Blade followed by Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind.
We take a look at SLC Punk, the movie, and we start off the week with Mystery Men. It's Marvel. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Today is January 9th. It's a Monday, and we're going to be doing Marvel's Mystery Men.
That's right, not to be confused with the Flaming Comics.
Flaming Carrot, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Flaming Carrots. Mystery Men, which was also a Ben Stiller movie. This is something different, and I'm pretty sure that there was like some legal battles or legal queries into whether or not they can call it Mystery Men.
I know, Mystery and Men are pretty,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can really copyright that, but...
Yeah, that's very true. Can you copy that?
Superman.
Yeah. So I found this while rifling through some comics in order to find some new 52 comics, which we're going to talk about later. And I saw it, and I saw the cover, and I had missed this when it came out. It came out in June or July of last year. It's fun to say that now. Last year, 2011.
Yeah, complete with Captain America and Green Lantern.
That's
advertisement.
That's when it came out. So I totally missed it, and that's unfortunate. So when I saw it, I got very interested because I happen to like pulp comics. I like noir, and knowing that there's something in the Marvel universe about it, I had to get it. So I picked it up, and I read it cover to cover in 30 seconds. I could not put it down. It was great, and I wish I had the other ones, but I did do as much research as I could on it, and hopefully I'll find the other ones, although I couldn't find it in my comic shop, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of talk about new comics, or, relatively new to us, because we usually only have a couple issues or something, and we have to make kind of snap judgments, but I just tell you whether we're excited about it or not.
Yeah.
And, clearly you're excited.
I'm definitely going to pick up the other issues as soon as I can find them. I think maybe your comic shop is bigger than mine, so I'm going to head there.
Possibly.
So...
Well, the first thing that you relayed to me was about...
What's that?
About...
Oh, yes. So one of the characters is called the Revenant, and he may be, and I'm not 100% on this, but I'm fairly certain that he may be the first black...
Chronologically,
the first black superhero in Marvel Universe. The first... I think the original first was Luke Cage, I believe. But this supersedes that.
It's like 1930s.
Since it's in the 1930s. So, in this pulp comic, you follow the operative, which is a more or less Robin Hood cat burglar type person who, in Depression era, wants to steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Yeah.
And as you follow him in his aristocratic role, his girlfriend is murdered. He is framed for it, and he's hunted down by the police. And towards the end of the issue, out comes the Revenant to save the day. The Revenant being the mystical character, I guess. He's fast and he can catch bullets in his teeth and stuff.
We're not sure what his real powers are yet.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is Marvel Universe, so mutant abilities do apply. So, and that's what I wanted to say. Also, there's a nice blend of the powerless pulp fiction smoothed together with the marvelous superhero aspect of it. So you do have like supervillains one of which has like mind control. He totally manipulates people into thinking that he's like so much cooler than he is. And
kind of like you.
Huh? Me? I don't manipulate people.
So no, into thinking that you're cooler than you are.
Oh yes, I do totally do that because I'm totally not cool.
We both do.
So what was I saying? It's fine.
You were saying how it was a nice
right.
collaboration of the two.
Absolutely, and another villain. The main antagonist of the series is called Fear Lord, and he comes to the person with the mind manipulation, whose name I can't remember. It's General something or other, and he actually is a general. He's not like a fake general that just dons the name for no reason. So he comes to him in the form of a prostitute who withers away, like the chick kind of dies off while he's talking to her, and that's the Fear Lord talking through him. So it's kind of fun to see, that dynamic of the powerless, like the operative has absolutely no superpowers, where fighting against the Fear Lord, who clearly does, who might be a demon.
Well, and if they're telling the story correctly, then if he is a mutant or something, they wouldn't know what that really is.
Right.
Yet. So he would just seem supernatural or whatever.
Yes. And then
That's interesting. I wish they would. I hope they explore that. That would be interesting. We're living in it. We have like the schism, and what's the name of it? When they're redoing the X-Men as if it's a manipulated genes rather than just kind of natural mutation.
Yeah, I don't know. I forget the name of it. They just copying what the New 52 is about.
I can only think schism, but it's something else.
Yeah.
And then I'm excited for the Avengers versus X-Men, which is kind of only loosely tied to what we're talking about. But anyway, it will be interesting to see if they capitalize on that, because they really could.
Yeah,
they could make it current or relevant to the current stuff by exploring that. What is this? What is going on before it's labeled mutant? And
that's very true. I definitely hope that there's more to the series than just the 5 issues that they have out right now. Excuse me. So, anyways, the other characters, you have the operative, the Revenant. Then you have the surgeon, who looks. It was hard to find research on this because not a lot of people were talking about it. It really flew under the radar, which is unfortunate. The only information I found was from like a Pulp comic dedicated website that gave any real good information. So I want to know more about the surgeon, because he seems like a diabolical character. Like, it's just the way he's drawn, it's kind of off. Then you have the aviatrix, the female flyer, rocketeer type person, and then Achilles, who's kind of like donning this, shield and sword. So it's kind of weird to see how that dynamic is going to play out.
Who's the author?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was written by David Liss, and the artist is Patrick Zurcher.
Okay.
And in the art. Did you like the art? I know you leafed through it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's got a obviously noir flavor, which it should, but
I totally
nice and clean, and I like it a lot.
I am
it's
compelled
solid
by this.
Art-wise.
I am really compelled. I think it's a great book.
Okay. I think that it's one that I may have put down if I leaf through it, because I'm not huge into the noir. I see the old school suspenders and hats, and you see that every page, and so it just kind of it doesn't really seem to have anything new to put forth. But I know that you really read into it and did some more research, and it definitely sounds like something I would be interested in. It's just one of there's so many comics out there, and you guys have done the same thing, I'm sure, where you go through and you flip through it, and if something doesn't catch your eye, it's just
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately, it led to bad things like having covers that are flashy that have nothing to do with the book, stuff like that. But
Witchblade.
Yeah. Well, I have my own problems with that. Like, I'm trying to write series of books and trying to get every book to have some sort of hook that makes you interested, because you don't want it to be, oh, gee, I'll check this out and grab issue number 3, and that's right in the middle of a storyline, and you read through it, and it's like nothing happened. They're just talking the whole time,
Yeah, that's
but you have to have something happen. So that really behooves you to have multiple storylines and stuff like that.
So it's a 5-issue series. Came out in June or July. June 2011. Came out then. Oh, also the Aviatrix, I think I mentioned, was a female. She may also be the first female superhero, so it kind of does this whole thing, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah.
I think
seems like there would have been.
Yeah, thinking of something else. Yeah. Well, in any case, it's set in the Depression era, so you have to deal with a lot of that, the economical collapse. Plus, there's the issue of women without power. Then there's the whole racial diversity thing.
Yeah, that's possibly part of the drawback. Is people have a hard time connecting to that nowadays, I think. But also the fact that they have shotguns and they have some automatic weapons, but really it's revolvers and whatever. So it kind of limits them to although it would be interesting to have like a character come up with a gadget and like, what the heck is that? It's just some, I don't know, like a stun gun or something, but nobody understands what it is. Of course, they had electricity back then. So.
Well, I mean, then again, the Aviatrix did create a flight suit.
Yeah, okay. That just it kind of limits it, but at the same time, you could play with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
I do want to note that this has absolutely nothing to do.
No remote control batarangs. That's all I'm saying.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Nothing to do with.
This has absolutely nothing to do with the What If Marvel Noir series. You know, like let's see, there was obviously Spider-Man Noir, there was Luke Cage Noir, there was the X-Men Noir. There's something.
To
else.
me, it reminds me of Watchmen. So, probably just because we just reviewed it, but it kind of reminds me of this old group of superheroes. I mean, they came out during what time was it? It was like the 50s. It was like World War II-ish era. So they came out and just started donning whatever, and that kind of got a little bit of that flavor here.
Yeah, I could see that. This being like, I guess the first time people started wearing costumes, and if you see, like, for the most part, the first two characters that you see are obviously the Operative and the Revenant, and their outfits aren't really.
Yeah, Aviatrix is the only one that spent time on her outfit.
Well, yeah, but I think that's only because she needed like a flight suit. It really is like a pilot's uniform, only with a fin helmet so that she can steer when she
flies. But the other
flies.
guys are just like a hat and something covering them.
The surgeon is wrapped in bandages. He's got this kind of red scarf in this doctor's uniform with a skull and crossbones. So I'm really curious about him. I think he's like a Batman type character. I have no idea. And I think just about everyone wears suits. Oh, and Achilles, he kind of has like an actual logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a sword.
Okay, well, interesting. It'll be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah, I look forward to very much reading.
Just stop.
I look forward to reading the next couple issues, and I really am hoping that they come out with some more because I love pulp comics.
I love the style of that era, but the stories seem a little dry to me.
Okay, why I'm interested in Mystery Men is because it's grounded, it's rooted, with the pulp. Everything about the pulp comic, the pulp era it's rooted, and you have to argue with yourself about what's morally ethical and all this other fun jazz. So it's very grounded. But with Marvel, it kind of also has that super powered, supernatural type aspect to it, and that kind of. I don't know. It's like.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying, is that you can play with the history because you know what's coming.
Yeah.
So
and you absolutely do see some of the rising heroes, I guess. Some of the characters coming into power. So that's interesting to know.
Okay, cool.
You will see familiar faces.
Wouldn't be too long until you get Captain America.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, cool. It's a new comic, at least to us.
Yep.
And maybe we should check it out if you like noir for sure.
Absolutely. I happen to be a fan. Always looking for something new and exciting, and I'm very excited about Mystery Men. I'm really hoping that they do more.
All right, guys. That's it. That's it for today.
Yep. Bye.
Yes. Subscribe on Facebook. Tell us what you think. Leave us some comments.
And if you're going to Emerald City Comic Con, let me know. I'd like to get a tally.
Tally ho!
Tally ho!
See you.
So what do you think? Is that all right?
I don't know. Next time, it's Infinity Blade 1 and 2. Alright, so today is the 9th, right?
I believe so. And it's a Monday.
Yay!
It is a Monday.
Today is Monday the 9th of January. It is a new year. We know that already.
So what do you think? Was that all right?
I don't know. It'll be alright.
With your massive editing skills. You'll totally make me sound like a pro. Okay, why I'm interested in Mystery Men is because it's grounded, it's rooted, with the pulp. Everything about the pulp comic, the pulp era it's rooted, and all this other fun jazz. So it's very grounded. But with Marvel, it kind of also has that super powered, supernatural type aspect to it, and that kind of. I don't know. It's like. You'll totally make me sound like a pro. Like I always know what I'm talking about.